All right, folks. Here we go. Here I am carousing and carousing down the road. Uh, I don't need this on while I'm doing this. So, as you can see by the subject line, healthcare. And I have been down the road with healthcare in our country for a few decades, being a caretaker, sick loved ones, family, close family, being the man in the family, as they say, caring for dying family members and being responsible for their care and dealing with what our nation offers in a very fucking expensive way of health care that we get so little in return for. And I get tired of people. Just today, at a rehab center, I'm a fucking doctor or anything like that. She's a fucking caseworker. Uh, it just really offended her that we needed universal health care in the nation. Goddamn brainwashed. I spent a big part of my life with my wife being a upper management with the Cigna Corporation, capital E, capital M. Yes, I was one of them. I didn't worry about health care. If I got a fucking hangnail, I was covered because my wife was upper management with Cigna Corporation, and no matter what I did, as long as she had that job, I was covered. So health care, and plus I've been healthy. My life has been a life of health. I'm in my mid 60s and I rarely ever see a freaking doctor, and I'm on no and never spent the night in a fucking hospital. Never been cut on any of the above. So, in my personal little realm, it was just like never a thought given. Nothing wrong with our system, right? Well, that wife of mine, who was the one whose job was not only supplying our health care insurance, but also was with the provider, she ended up, first of all, with back surgery that gave her temporary disability. And in the midst of that, she had a freaking brain tumor. And it escalated from there. No one, and I didn't know, I was totally blind to all this shit. I'm trying to be caretaker and whatnot. She's having these health consequences and seizures and recovering from back surgery and all this shit going on. And so they put us, we got on that, I'm tired, I forgot the name of it, but where you pay for your insurance. God, I'm totally lost. I'll think of it later. But anyway, I never knew. When that ran out, I just thought you just automatically went to your Medicaid, your disability, whatever. You've been paying for this shit all your life, right? Paying for it, right? And anyway, so this ran out. 2 years, I think it was, of paying out of pocket several hundreds of dollars out of pocket to keep this Cigna insurance going. I can't think of the name of that. And it ran out, and we sitting there with all of a sudden no coverage. Because guess what? Unbeknownst to me, in my ignorance, this Medicaid disability thing, it just not kind of convince these, people that you deserve disability. I mean, my wife was in her 40s. She wasn't old. She was in her 40s. So we had to go through some hoops. Fortunately, at the time, we had money in a 401k. I had assets that I could get rid of and blah, blah, blah. Because we were paying upwards of 800 to 1200 on top of our living expenses and so forth. So there we were with all this shit going on. Got an education with that real quick. And then with my mother, my aging mother, pushing, at the time she was in her 70s, and unbeknownst to me, because she was as they say, a proud woman, and She didn't share everything with me. And then she had a couple of incidences, find out she wasn't taking all her prescribed medicine because fucking Medicare wouldn't pay for some of her prescribed medicines. It's like, and so I had to supplement her in the midst of all this. Then my sister had inflammatory carcinoma, and she was in her late 40s when this happened. She died when she was 52. She got an inflammatory carcinoma, which was originally misdiagnosed. And then, so she had, her situation led her to our Medicaid, our Medicare, I still get the terms mixed up, program. And it's like crazy what they'll cover, what they won't cover. Your life, my elderly mother having to provide home health care to my dying sister in her living room. You know, now I got present circumstances I don't even want to freaking talk about. And any ignorant asshole in this country, the only country that views healthcare the way we do, the only progressive, modern country on this fucking planet that views healthcare the way we do, and these capitalist, greedy bastards, the money is more important than your health. Let's get real. Your life, your well-being is not worth the money. They're not going to do it. It's about money. It's about profit. It's about the dollar. It's about the bottom line. And that's the fuck up of a capitalist system. I wrote earlier today, it's like I support socialism. Anarchy is my second fallback position because democracy is an illusion. There's no democracy. We are a capitalist society, 100%. It all boils down to the dollar. Your health be damned, your well-being be damned. And all this Christian shit, they need to go back and read their Bible, see what their so-called fucking Christ is all about, because they don't have a fucking clue. They're totally blind, and if their Christ was real, he'd sit down and he wouldn't wait till Armageddon to destroy these motherfuckers, I'm sure. That'd be the one time that peaceful Jesus would pull out his AR-15 and start shooting ignorant motherfuckers for putting money above people's lives. Just read the book, and yeah, I know there's a bunch of fucked up parts of that book too. But yeah, I'm angry because our country's so fucking greedy. It's all about the dollar. There's my rant, and I could do a lot more, but I got things to do.